Good morning, everybody. Welcome in on this beautiful Sunday morning. We're going to start with some singing this morning, and as we do, I would like to invite the children to come forward and light candles of joys and sorrows as we gather and sing this morning. Children, you may come forward and light candles. We are going to a place where music falls and fills up everything. Will you try that with me? We are going to a place where music falls and fills up. Falls and fills up everything. Though it might be a long time, I know it's gonna be all right, 'cause we've already started to sing. Though it might be a long time, though it might be a long time, I know it's gonna be all right, 'cause we've already started to Let's do that again. We'll sing first. We are going. We are going to a place where music falls and fills up every. Join us on We Are Going. We are going to a place where music falls and fills up everything. Though it might be a long time, I know it's gonna be all right, 'cause we've already started to. Though it might be a long time, though it might be a long time, I know it's gonna be all right, 'cause we've already started. 'Cause we've already started to. Let's sing the whole thing. We are going. We are going to a place where music falls and fills up. Falls and fills up everything. Though it might be a long time. Though it might be a long time, I know it's gonna be all right, 'cause we've already started to. Let's do that one more time. Add some harmony if you wish. We are going to a place where music falls and fills up everything. Though it might be a long time. Though it might be a long time, I know it's gonna be all right, 'cause we've already started. 'Cause we've already started to sing. 'Cause we've already started to sing.
To me, the trick in life is to take that sense of generosity between kin, make it apply to the extended family and to your neighbor, your village, and beyond.
Will you rise in body or spirit as we sing together? I'm gonna lift my sister up. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy.
I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up,
If I don't lift her up, I will fall down. Let's sing that again. Add some harmonies.
I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up. She is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, I will fall down.
I'm going to lift my neighbor up.
I'm gonna lift my neighbor up. They are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my neighbor up. They are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my neighbor up. They are not heavy. If I don't lift them up, I will fall down.
I'm going to lift my people up.
I'm gonna lift my people up. They are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my people up. They are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my people up. They are not heavy. If I don't lift them up,
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 if I don't lift them up, I will fall down.
We welcome each other into this place of love, inclusion, and compassion. We create sacred space together. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are, you are welcome here. Whatever the color of your skin, or your country of origin, whatever your gender or the source of your faith, whoever you are,
We now light our chalice, the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith. Blessed is the fire of our faith and the chalice of our community. Blessed is the living tradition that is carried forward in our work and in our love. Blessed is the transient flame we kindle here. Blessed is the illuminated moment of our gathering. Blessed is the light of the eternal. Blessed is the sacred call of life to which we give ourselves in answer. Good morning. Over the years, I've had hundreds of old photos shared with me by family members through various outlets, cards, email, Facebook, chats. One of my aunts started a family message group a couple of years ago, entirely for the purpose of sharing old photos she'd found and scanned from the 30s, 40s, and 50s. There are remarkable images of my grandparents as a young, beautiful couple in various poses and locations, doing their best Bogart and Hepburn, graduating from school, getting married, honeymooning in Niagara. There are shots of my great aunts and great uncles at dances and events, looking vivacious and strong and healthy, and sometimes not all that sober. But without a doubt, my favorite photo is one of my mom when she was just a little girl, probably 5 or 6 years old, sitting on a sofa in a living room next to her grandmother, my great-grandmother, Emma. It must have been a special occasion, perhaps Easter or her first communion, because my mom is dressed in a white dress with a bow and her curly hair is done up and brushed. Emma is also dressed up, but more simply, in a house dress, her arm wrapped warmly around my mother's side. They are sitting close together on the sofa, both looking up and away from the camera and both smiling broadly. I love this photo so much because my mom looks so happy. She is absolutely beaming. I know she loved her grandmother very much, and her love shines like a light in the photo. Emma is beaming too. There are other photos of Emma in the collection when she's not smiling, looking somewhat stern, but in this photo, her warmth radiates. She looks like someone who must have known that this little girl sitting next to her was something special. And yet, what's truly remarkable about this photo is how familiar Emma's face is to me. Every time I look at it. I never met Emma Daly. She died a few years before I was born. But when I look at this photo, when I look at Emma's face and her eyes and her beautiful smile, it's as though I am speaking with her in the present and seeing her alive through my mother's eyes. It's as though we just chatted the other day and she's expecting me to visit again tomorrow to continue our talk. It's as though she's saying, it's okay, you're loved. You are the inheritor of love. You are the warm embrace of love. You are the radical, multi-generational power of love that reaches out across years, across decades, through mothers and grandmothers and great-grandmothers, like a pipeline, a lifeline of faces unknown in the present, but seen so clearly in the past, so vividly in our dreams of yesterday and tomorrow. I hope someday, 70 years from now, my great-grandkids, whether I've met them or not, will look at a photo of me and see Emma's smile and know they are loved. In that spirit, let us greet one another here today and prop each other up in our love.
Exactly where you were. Exactly where you were. Take a look. Is that where you were before? Today. Move over a little bit.
folks worship Joe. Some folks pray to Jesus. Some folks just don't know. Some folks worship lots of gods, one for every day. Some folks sit in quiet and just try to find God's way. Some folks talk differently and pray in different ways and argue with each other about which way's okay. But some folks think that God's just God, no matter what the name. And if there is a God at all, you can use most any name. You can use most any name. Some folks think it matters that an endless being cares about the name that people call when they call to God in prayer. Some folks think that God's just God, no matter what the name. And if there is a God at all, you can use most any name. You can use most any name. Hold on, you'll just listen. You can use most any name. You can use most any name. You can use most any name. You can use most any name.
Great job. Yeah, you were amazing. Really good job. So, what's up next? That's right. Good question, Eleanor. One of the great joys of being in community together is being able to celebrate milestones together, especially when we get to have those milestones introduced by our amazing children's choir, led by our own Bert Eisenstadt. Woo! Today we are recognizing a milestone of our high school senior youth who are bridging to adulthood in what we call the bridging ceremony. At this time, I invite our current all members of our youth group and the youth advisors to come and stand over here. I invite all of our young adults, ages 18 to 35, to come and stand over here. You go over there, young adults over here. I know young adults is a category that we use in a weird way, so. Yes, perfect, thank you. High school, young, 18 to 35. Great. And now I would like to invite all of our religious education volunteer teachers, including Becky Huffman, to come and stand here in the center. All of our RE teacher volunteers will come and stand here. We'll make a little spot for them to get through. Thank you, thank you. And I need to give a microphone to this group. And will you grab one of these microphones and make sure it's on? And then you all have, you have orders of service with you? You have some words that are in there for our litany. Great, okay, awesome. Right. Okay, now that we've got everybody set up, this amazing group, we come to this sacred place, a center for our shared spiritual lives for many reasons. Together, as an all-ages community, we learn, we love, we share. Together, we explore, we debate, we meditate, and we celebrate. Through this, we accomplish something very important. We minister to each other.
Today, we honor 3 young people who have grown up in this congregation. Here, they have grown roots that will continue to deepen, and wings with which to explore this next phase of life. No matter what, this will always be their spiritual home.
Today, we come into this place of worship with hope that our faith and our community reach far into the future. This is a call to minister to our family members walking the path between childhood and adult membership in this community.
For your gifts of friendship and joy, and for memories we will always cherish, we give you our thanks. As you leave the youth community, we give you our blessing, that you may grow in mind and spirit and body, forever our friend.
For your gifts of joy and imagination, we give you our thanks. As you leave your childhood community, we give you our blessing, that you may remember the gift of listening and that you may be at peace with yourself.
For the gift of your presence, we welcome you. For the hope you bring and the anxieties you share, we welcome you. As you join the young adult community, we give you our blessings, that we may remain among our friendship and support.
And to the congregation, are you paying attention? To the congregation, do you pledge to welcome the fresh vision and inspiring energy, the questions and challenges of these young people? As they join the adult community, will you give your blessing that they may find among you allies as well as friends? If so, say, we will.
We will. Today, these three young adults receive gifts of a Singing the Living Tradition hymnal, a prayer shawl made with love by our own members, and their very own chalice, as well as a chalice pendant with the year 2025 inscribed on the back of it. As your name is called, please cross over, up and over our bridge here, so that you may receive your shawl and then be welcomed by the young adults, and I will hand you your gifts, other gifts down there. Molly Castle. Summer Gertz. Emmett Wasick. Today, we also honor our religious education teachers who guide and nurture our children and youth on their journeys toward adulthood. These teachers give up much of their time and energy to be that village that raises all of the children in this community. Thank you, teachers. A small gift, token of our appreciation that you'll receive as you head out and go with the kids to their classes. I'll hand those to you right now, and then Micah will say our next part.
Let us recommit ourselves to our beloved community, to our parents and caregivers and children, that we may share our sorrows and our joys, that we may grow in mind and body and spirit, companions forever. To this end, may our hearts be turned. Blessed be.
Thank you. And now I invite the congregation to build our rainbow arch as we sing the children and their teachers to their final RE class of the year. There's Kelly. Kelly. Darby.
So when I turned 29, what feels like an increasingly long time ago now, I just started telling people that I was 30. I was like, let's just start rounding up. You know, it's 1 year, more or less, 29, 30, whatever, it's all the same. I didn't care. I didn't mind. Some of my friends, these are friends I went to college with, that I grew up with, right? They had bigger feelings about turning 30. Maybe there's a few people here who are having some pretty big feelings about turning 30. And one of my friends said to me that she could feel the possibilities in her life closing off. That soon it was just a matter of time until she spent all day sitting in a chair watching the Weather Channel. And I said to her, not if you don't want to. And she said, well, it's all my mother-in-law seems to do. And I said to her, I think your mother-in-law might be depressed. Have you tried talking to her about this? And I realized that I had something that many of my friends did not have, which was a multi-generational community. When I turned 30, I'd been attending a UU congregation for maybe 4 or 5 years at that point. And my non-churched friends, let's say, they mostly hung out with people the same age as them. And so the only models they really had for aging were their own parents and their in-laws if they happened to have in-laws. I, however, was part of a congregation. And so I knew people of all ages, including older people, who were not letting age slow them down one bit. And many of these older people would tell people my age and younger that they were grateful to be in a community with young people and with children because, we kept them sharp, we taught them things, and we helped them with their computer problems. I learned a lot of things from that community and every one that I have been a part of since. I learned how to fish. I learned how to pick locks. It was someone in the Oakland congregation who taught me how to pick locks. Don't ask me to get you into your apartment. I'm not that good at it. I learned how it felt to be part of the Vietnam War protests. I learned what it felt like during the AIDS crisis. And now, as I find myself starting to get up there in age, I'm learning from folks younger than me about Roblox and dog training and ceramics and AI and Skibbity. It takes all of us to make community like this. And a community like this is very, very special. It's something that's becoming increasingly more rare in today's society here in the United States, which is a third place. A place that isn't work or school or home, where you go to connect and socialize and build community. A multi-generational third place. A community that will support you from birth until death, that will learn your interests and encourage you in them, that will give you different opportunities to explore and encourage you and just be alongside you as you go through all of life's milestones. A community that urges you to ask questions, to seek your own answers, and live your values out in the world to create a better, more just world. And that's why today isn't really about the ministers or the staff. It's about everyone who, in big and little ways, makes the First Unitarian Congregational Society in Brooklyn what it is. We have some gifts for all of you, too. We have some paper that contains, it's very beautiful paper, honestly, that contains wildflower seeds that you can plant in a park or in a pot on your windowsill. Just dig a little hole, put the paper in there, water it. May these seeds remind you that we are all always planting seeds, that's what we're doing here. Now I see the ushers in place. Are you all ready? It's going to be a bit of scampering here in a moment. Okay, because I'm going to call out like volunteer things that you may or may not have done, and you, online, in person, are going to stand or raise your hand if you're a current member of the Board of Trustees. If you have ever been a member of the Board of Trustees. Yeah, let's give them a round of applause. If you serve on any committee or task force or team in this congregation, come on down, ushers, and give them their seeds. If you've ever been a greeter or an usher, so greeters, ushers, be sure to get some papers for yourself. If you volunteered for Unifair or the auction, if you brought food to a potluck, if you helped set up or clean up an event, if you called or sent a card to someone who was sick or grieving, if you bought something from one of the youth group bake sales. Yeah. If you sang in the choir or played an instrument during one of our services. If you've ever attended online and stuck around on Zoom afterward to chat. If you've ever given someone a ride home or called them a ride share after an event here. If you've ever given someone directions to the bathroom. Can be hard to spot. If you've given someone directions to anywhere, actually, in this building, it's very confusing, especially if you're new. If you've ever put anything in the offertory. If you've made your pledge for next year. Hint, hint. It's just a form. Just get your form in. It's a very short form, even. If you smiled at someone during the time for greeting, during the time for greeting just now, today, did you say hi to anybody? Did you smile at anybody? Okay. We have some folks up in the balcony, too. I don't know if anybody's up in the balcony giving seed papers. They're shaped like hearts and butterflies, if you haven't seen it yet. It's very pretty paper. Don't worry, balcony folks. We're coming to you at some point. All right. Is everybody standing up, raising their hands? Yeah, because that's what it takes, you know? That's what it takes. Everybody pitches in a little bit, even if it's just smiling at someone, chatting, giving someone directions to somewhere. That's all it takes. So everyone here should have a piece of the seed paper. If you don't, it might be just because this is your first time here, and you're sort of like, wait, I haven't had a chance to do anything yet. Well, you will. There are always lots of opportunities here to be part of community, to be part of, what is it that Justin called it? That generational love, to be an inheritor of that generational love, and also to be a dispenser of that generational love. So everyone, give yourselves a round of applause, and then you can go ahead and sit down. And I forgot to give a shout out to the tech team. I knew I was going to leave somebody out. So shout out to the tech team. You're planting seeds. We're all planting seeds here. Or as Mr. Rogers used to put it, tending soil. He used to say that was all he was doing on his show, was just tending soil, just making good soil. So we're tending soil, we're planting seeds, seeds of generosity and compassion and justice and love. And we don't always know if it'll take. You never know. but we can always plant them, and we can tend the soil, and we can nurture whatever grows. That's all any of us can do. So let's do it. Let's do something. It's got to be better than doing nothing. And that's a quote from one of my favorite TV shows, The Good Place. So may it be so, and now you can sit or stand as the Spirit moves you for our next hymn, number 191, Now I Recall My Childhood.
Our offering will be shared today with the Lambda Defense Legal Fund, Lambda Legal. It's a national organization working to achieve full recognition of the civil rights of the LGBTQ community and people living with HIV/AIDS. For more information, you can turn to your order of service. Our offering will be received now with thanks.
For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. We are a grandmother's prayers, and we are a grandfather's that's born, one morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, one morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, one morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. Each child that's born on morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born on morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are.
And now let us take a moment to, as Mr. Rogers once said, give a moment to the people who loved us into being. That might be a relative, a friend, a pet, a teacher. Let's bring their faces to mind now. I'll keep time. O great Spirit of life and love, come be with us now. Join us here and come alongside us in our journeys and strengthen the bonds between us. Rest in our hearts and link us together, form between us a great interconnected web, not just among us in this room and online, but also in our schools and in our neighborhoods. Fling that web wide until it links neighborhoods and boroughs, cities and states, states and nations, until the whole world knows that it is linked, that it is interconnected, just as all of us in this room and online are linked and interconnected, that we are all enriched by one another, that we all need one another in order to be more whole. Let this spirit of life and love reach people in Palestine and Israel, in Ukraine and Russia, in Pakistan and India, in Myanmar, in Somalia, in Sudan, in all the places touched by war and strife. Let this spirit reach those injured or killed on the ship that struck the Brooklyn Bridge and their families. Let this spirit reach those who were killed or lost loved ones in the storms that raged across the southern U.S., including our UU siblings. Let the Spirit reach all those who are imprisoned, whether in prisons or jails or by the fear and hatred in their hearts. Let this Spirit abide in us all the rest of our days, and may we pass the Spirit on to those who need it. Amen, and blessed be. In our own community, we pray for all those suffering from illness, grief, or hardship. We keep in our hearts Kay Corquette, Lee Most and his wife Yvonne Most, who was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, John Ashone, brother of Michelle Ashone and her partner Patrick, and also we speak the name of Fred Karpoff, Elena Karpoff's grandfather, who recently passed away. And now into this sacred space, we speak out loud or add to the chat the names of other loved ones we are praying for this morning. Now we light candles of joy or sorrow. If you're watching online, please feel free to light a candle in your home. If you feel that you need to be heard, or if there's something on your mind that you would like to share, we have a space for you after the service. Michelle Kuchuk of the Caring Committee will be in the Chapel of All Faiths to my left, right over there.
Speech prepared about my mother and how great she was, and now I'm verklempt, so thank you. I'm here for a little while longer. Oh, gosh. All right, well, welcome, everyone, to the First Unitarian Congregational Society in Brooklyn. My name is Garnet Losack. I am still the Director of Congregational Life here at First Unitarian for a little while longer. Today we will, well, first of all, let me say this. If you are new, first of all, if you're new here, the reason for that is because I did announce that I will be leaving my position at the end of the calendar year. So there's a few months left. So in case that was puzzling to you, that's what that was all about. But if you are here for the first or the second or third time and you would like to stand up and introduce yourself to us and tell us where you live, we would love to get a chance to say good morning. Anyone? Yeah. Welcome. 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 Nice. Welcome. Yeah. Welcome. Yeah.
Good morning, I'm David, Christine came to the Conway's parents, and we came from Missouri to see his graduation. And his Aunt Rhonda, cousin Noah, Brooke Lane, who you've all seen before.
Welcome. Okay. Oh, whoop. Where? Oh, there you are. Okay. Welcome. Okay. Did I get everyone? All right. So today is the day of our annual meeting. Everyone is invited to attend. We do democracy here at First Unitarian. We believe in it. We believe it is the best way to be governed. So if you would like to stay and see how we do democracy here at First Unitarian, please stay. If you are a member of this congregation, really please stay, because we need your vote, we need to hear, and we need to hear from you for this meeting. We will be electing our officers for the next several years, and we will be voting on our budget. So really important that you attend. If you are attending online, stay on this Zoom. This is where the meeting will be. So join us online or join us here in the sanctuary. The meeting will try to start at 12:45 so that we can get out of here and enjoy the rest of this absolutely beautiful spring day. So go downstairs. There is food. We have some macaroni and cheese. I believe we have some salad. Thank you to Becky Huffman for making that happen this morning. So go downstairs, get your carbo loaded up. and get ready to come back here for the meeting. It shouldn't be too long a meeting. I think we've got things pretty much under control today. A couple of other announcements. On this coming Friday, there will be a film screening of Pandora's Promise. It's at 6:30 p.m. in the chapel right next door, and this is sponsored by the Green Team. All are invited. And finally, our youth group is running their own walkathon today. Yeah, it is a fundraiser for their trip, their service learning trip to West Virginia. Go downstairs, you can sponsor someone. They will have QR codes for you so that you can watch them walk. It's 2025. So cool. All right. Oh, one more thing. Summer worship. Our first summer service, our first official summer service is June the 30th. If you have that sermon in you that you have been trying to get out, maybe this is the year to do it. There is a QR code, a link to a proposal form in the e-news that comes out every week, or you can email Reverend Micah, and he'll be happy to help you, right? Yep. Email, I want to make sure I'm saying the right thing. So email Reverend Micah, look in your e-news, and there's a link in there. But really, it's really fun, and you get a lot of help. So think about that if this is your year. And now, finally, let's sing together our final hymn, The Fire of Commitment, number 1028 in the Teal hymnal.
From the light of days remembered, turns a beacon bright and clear, guiding hands and hearts and spirits into faith set free from fear. When the fire of commitment sets our minds and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meet to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance from the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the stories of our living brings a song both brave and free, calling pilgrims still to witness to the life of liberty. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meet to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the dreams of youthful vision comes a new prophetic voice, which demands a deeper justice built by our courageous choice. When the fire of commitment sets our minds and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meet to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin.
Thank you so much for being part of this community, for being part of something really incredible that I assure you does change lives. With a smile, with a hug, by just showing up over and over again to be part of something bigger than yourself. You are not only opening yourself up to transformation, but you are transforming the world. Go in peace.